Hey guys, this is Megan Lane. That sounds weird. I am Megan Lane, the intuitive actress. I was just wanting to make a little video for you all who are thinking about coming to LA. First of all, congratulations. This is a huge step and it's terrifying. And I just went through it about a year and a half ago, so I feel ya. I'm making this video because I realized there weren't very many things out there that gave you advice on YouTube about moving here, and it's a huge, scary thing. Um, I figured I could be one of the first to do that. So a couple of pieces of advice. First thing, save your money. Yes, it is expensive. Yes, it's a shock how much things cost. Unless you're coming from New York or something, you're going to be like, what? Like $4 for a cup of coffee? What's this? Do save your money. I would say come with no less than $5,000 minimum. If you could swing more, that'd be great. Don't wait till it's perfect to get out here, or you're never going to get here. Many people come with just their car, what's in their car, and $400, and they make it work. But if you're like me, you want to be comfortable and feel safe and be in a good place with good people right away, then I would suggest saving those pennies as much as you can. Another thing is this. My friend Brian, when I very first set foot in LA, he was a doll, and he said, "See this, Megan? This is gold in LA." I'm like, it's a quarter. He's like, yeah, but these are gold. You'll see. And it was true, because what I learned is two things. There's parking meters all over the place, particularly in the downtown and Hollywood areas and popular areas. You have to pay for parking quite often here. Another thing I do is I keep save some like small amounts of money, because there are times when you just are going to want to value your car, because you're going to miss out on networking or social opportunities because you just can't find parking. So save up some of those little extra budget to keep just a little bit, tiny bit of cash in the glove compartment at a time. Not a lot, just a little, enough, like maybe $10 for valet to keep as an emergency in case you just can't find parking. Those of us who are here longer will loop and loop and loop till find free parking, because we're like little sharks and we won't give up. But there are times you're going to want that. So save those quarters, save a little money for emergency valet if you need it. And you may laugh at me now. I was like, whatever. I'm not going to do that. Yeah, you're going to do that. A lot of things people said, you'll see. You'll see. But don't let people, when I told people I was moving to LA, and you may be getting a lot of this, why? Ew. Like, people are horrible there. And those people are being horrible in that moment, because if this is your dream, that's your dream, and they're being naysayers and they're being dicks. So don't worry about what they think. Yes, it's tough. LA is not for everybody. It's not for the faint of heart. It's not for the weak. It's not for people who don't know who they are. It's not a great place to figure out who you want to be. Those places that are gentle like that might be like Portland or Madison, Wisconsin, which I love, my hometown, or maybe New Orleans, or maybe Austin, Texas, these great, creative, warm and fuzzy, welcoming. LA is not warm and fuzzy and welcoming. It is creative ambition. So if you are at a place in your life where you are creatively ambitious and ready to move forward, then this might be a really good place for you, especially if you have a strong personality, because it kind of takes that to push through sometimes here. Let's see, what else? Oh, research your neighborhood. You don't want to come sight unseen here. You want to look at the areas you're thinking of being in. Look at the walk score. Look on Google, just look up Google walk score. See if things are walkable, how much you can not have to drive everywhere, because being in your car is exhausting here, and you're going to want to love your neighborhood. It's true that people do not like leaving their neighborhood. I've even become one. I do drive out of my neighborhood because I think it's important to explore other areas and not get stuck in your little thing. But you get tired of the traffic, and you really are going to want to be in a neighborhood where you're like the people you're around, or that you would be friends with these people or want to spend time, because you're going to spend a lot of time in your own hood. So definitely come spend time in LA before you even think about moving to an area. I don't like some popular areas in LA. They just don't vibe with me. So you kind of have to find your people, if you know what I mean. Whatever that means to you. I'm just looking at my notes here so I remember to tell you all that you need to know. Use your social media. Do your research ahead of time about connecting with people that you may know, or people friends of friends, whatever. You don't want to come out here all alone knowing no one. It can be a very lonely, very isolating place. We've all felt it. I felt it here, and I am somebody who makes friends easily and who knew people before I came. And even then, it was like, oh, it's very overwhelming. So use LinkedIn, use Facebook, tell everybody, hook me up with your people. If you don't end up liking them, you don't have to hang out with them ever again. But it's really important to connect to the people you can. What happened to me was I was posting, hey, almost to the California border, and I was getting like, welcome messages from people that I knew I had no idea were even in LA. I'm like, when did you move here? They're like, oh, I've been here. So you're going to find people that, you may have forgotten about, or like that you weren't in contact since high school or something, that will pop out of the woodwork. And that's really fun. So make sure you're connecting to new people through your networks, and getting hooked up with people who might be able to help you, and you can help them and socialize. Don't be an LA idiot who's like, what can you do for me? Definitely just come at it from a natural social place. I have a whole video about that, about being in the spirit of giving. So check that out too. That's a good place to start for networking. Let's see if there's anything else I wanted to include. Street by street basis. Yeah, again, about neighborhoods. There's pockets that are pretty safe, but you want to actually go see it, because there are street by street basis where it's like you're in the ghetto, and 2 blocks later it's beautiful, and then 2 blocks later it's the millionaires, and then you're in the ghetto again. It's like, so you can't just guess. You definitely have to go spend time in that little area to know. Some of my tricks when I'm intuitively looking for apartments or driving around, I know, and everyone's got different signs. My signs are, I'm in my neighborhood or entering a good neighborhood for me, where I see flower shops, I see people with small dogs, I see French or outdoor cafes, coffee places. Those are a bunch of signs. Vegetation, like a lot of beauty, people who take care of their houses and landscape. I know I've gone too far, because I want to be safe, when I start seeing bars on windows, liquor stores, excessive amounts of laundromats, all of those things in one neighborhood. You've gone too far. Especially if you're a woman, a single woman or something like that, moving to LA, I highly recommend looking at the bars on windows and all those little signs going, I don't know, it's a little shady. Again, there are pockets that aren't bad, but you don't want to take your chances. If you're looking at doing cheaper and safe and starting out, I recommend looking in the Valley, perhaps NoHo, North Hollywood. Has got a lot of good fun things to do and a good place to start, or anywhere kind of around there. Studio City's great, Burbank's great. There's some other good places in there. Van Nuys has pockets that are okay. I'm not a big fan of Van Nuys. Personally, I didn't feel safe over there. Again, with Echo Park, didn't feel super safe over there. There are pockets that are beautiful. So it is about going to see exactly where it is, of course. But just take a look at all of those. Look at the map. And what I did was I started looking at properties I really liked and did little stars on the Google Maps, saved the locations. I started seeing a little constellation. I'm like, and that's my ideal neighborhood. I'm not there yet, but I'm about to move there. So those are just a couple tips about moving to LA. Good luck to you. Don't let anybody deter you. If you feel like you're supposed to be here, it's probably because you're supposed to be here. So trust your own gut on that. And I wish you all the best of luck. This is part 1, so look forward to making the next 2. Have a good one.